Chapter 1. The First Steps. The heavy clang of steel doors reverberates through cell block D, a sound that signals the end of freedom. Alex stands at the threshold, heart pounding in his chest as he takes his first steps into the unforgiving world of incarceration. Surrounding him are the echoes of distant voices, the shuffle of worn-out sneakers on concrete, and the unmistakable scent of antiseptic mingling with fear. As the gates slam shut behind him, he reflects on the life he's left behind, friends, family, and dreams now replaced by confinement. In his mind, swirling thoughts battle between hope and despair. He records in his diary, "I never imagined the weight of these walls could feel so heavy." As the reality of his new environment sets in, he yearns for some semblance of normalcy, a flicker of joy amidst the starkness. The sounds around him become a haunting reminder that life inside is an echo of something lost. Chapter 2. The Cellmate Connection. The heavy steel door creaks open, and Alex steps into the dimly lit cell, his heart racing. The faint echoes of footsteps fade as the door clangs shut behind him, sealing him in a world unfamiliar and unnerving. Within the confines of cell block D, he meets his cellmate, Marcus, a seasoned inmate with a weathered face but kind eyes. "You're not alone in here," Marcus assures him, his voice steady amidst the oppressive silence. As they settle in, the sounds of shuffling cards and whispered conversations fill the air, creating a cocoon of camaraderie. Alex's fear begins to dissipate, replaced by the warmth of shared stories. Moments of laughter and vulnerability bond them unexpectedly. Marcus recounts his own arrival years ago, reminding Alex that connection is a lifeline amid isolation. In this small space, beneath the weight of concrete walls, a friendship blossoms, igniting a flicker of hope in their hearts. Chapter 3. Shared Stories. As night falls over cell block D, the relentless sounds of the day begin to fade, replaced by the hushed whispers of shared vulnerability. Through the ambient clinks of metal cups and the soft rustling of worn-out sheets, inmates come together, seeking solace in one another's stories. Marcus recalls evenings spent with his fellow inmates, where laughter echoes through the concrete walls, momentarily lifting the weight of their confinement. Sometimes, he writes in his diary, the best medicine is a good story. These moments are sacred, filled with tales of dreams unfulfilled, hardships endured, and small victories celebrated. A flicker of connection ignites as experiences unfold, some filled with regret, others woven with hope. The sound of a deck of cards shimmering in the dark mingles with the soft cadence of voices sharing their pasts, illuminating the resilience of the human spirit even in the bleakest of surroundings. Here, beneath the fluorescent lights, camaraderie and compassion flourish. Chapter 4. The Art of Survival. In the dim light of her cell, Naomi reflects on how art has become her lifeline amidst the concrete walls of cell block D. Every brushstroke feels like a whisper of freedom, she writes in her diary. Listeners join her as she describes painting vibrant landscapes, each hue a defiance against her current reality. The sound of her paintbrush gliding across the canvas is intermingled with gentle melodies that evoke a sense of hope and transcending captivity. As Naomi pours her emotions onto the canvas, she shares the stories behind her works. A sunflower representing resilience, a turbulent ocean symbolizing her longing for freedom. "Art allows me to escape," she explains, her voice soft yet filled with determination. This creative process not only offers solace but fosters connections with fellow inmates who gather to admire her pieces, reminding them that even in the bleakest of places, beauty can thrive and the spirit can soar. Chapter 5. Reflections on Regret. As the sun sets within the concrete confines of cell block D, a haunting stillness envelops the space. Inmates gather in the dim light of their cells, sharing their innermost regrets through whispered diary entries. "I was just trying to survive," recounts Alex, his voice laced with sorrow. Each story unfolds like an emotional bruise. Marcus reflects on choices made in desperation, and Naomi confesses her struggles with lost time and missed opportunities. The ambient sounds of solitary footsteps echo down the corridors, amplifying feelings of isolation, while the distant clang of a metal gate reminds them of their reality. "It's the weight of our actions that keeps us awake at night," Alex continues, his words resonating with the group's shared pain. They find solace in one another's stories, understanding that regret, though heavy, also charts a path toward redemption, highlighting their humanity and the possibility of growth amidst darkness. Chapter 6: Shadows of Violence. The atmosphere in Cell Block D shifts dramatically as tension builds within the confines of steel walls. Inmates recount a sudden outbreak of violence during yard time, a clash of egos fueled by years of unaddressed grievances. The air crackles with fear as Alex shares his experience, his voice quivering with anxiety. "It happened so fast," he recalls, the distant sound of shouting and the clang of metal echoing in the background, enhancing the chaos of that moment. Marcus, reflecting on the incident, voices his concern for younger inmates, emphasizing the fragility of their fragile bonds in a world ruled by power and fear. "We're all fighting our battles," he states, the weight of his words resonating deeply. Ambient sounds of a rattling gate and muted whispers wrap around these raw confessions, capturing the sobering reality of violence. A stark reminder that survival often dominates the lives within those harsh walls. Chapter 7: Finding Strength. In the dim light of Cell Block D, Alex and Marcus gather in the common area, their conversation punctuated by the distant sounds of metal clanging and the echoing of footsteps. As they sit on worn benches, they share the lessons learned from their struggles. Every setback, Marcus reflects, is a chance to stand back up stronger than before. His voice carries the weight of years, resonating with truth. Alex nods, absorbing the wisdom of his mentor. Through diary entries, the two reveal how moments of despair have woven threads of resilience into their lives. They discuss late-night conversations that linger in the air, bolstered by the sounds of laughter and shuffling cards. With each shared story, a bond deepens, one forged in the crucible of confinement. In this intimate exchange, they discover that strength lies not only in survival, but in the unwavering support of their makeshift family within the prison walls. Chapter 8: Passion Projects. In this chapter, we delve into Naomi's world of art, a sanctuary amidst the oppressive walls of Cell Block D. Through her diary entries, listeners hear her emotional journey, how each stroke of the brush offers solace and a fleeting escape from her reality. "When I paint, I can fly," she writes, her words rich with longing and hope. The ambient sounds of her cell shift to the melodic whispers of paintbrushes on canvas, as Naomi describes her vibrant creations, each painting a reflection of her dreams, fears, and memories of life outside. "Color has become my voice," she confides, expressing how art transcends the bars surrounding her. Interludes of soft, contemplative music enhance her narrative, bringing to life the essence of her struggle and resilience. Through her passion for painting, Naomi inspires not only herself but also fellow inmates, reminding them that creativity can bloom even in the harshest of environments. Chapter 9: Family Ties. As the soft echoes of distant voices filter through the prison walls, inmates reflect on the emotional toll of separation from their families. Diary entries reveal a tapestry of longing and heartache, where conversations blend with the ambient sound of phone calls and the rustle of letters being read. Marcus shares a raw moment, recalling his daughter's face, the way her smile once lit up the dimmest days. "I can almost hear her laughter," he murmurs, his words punctuated by the heavy silence that follows. Meanwhile, Alex pens a letter home, struggling to find the right words to ease his mother's worry. "I want her to know I'm trying to be better," he writes, his voice trembling as it transitions from hope to despair. These intimate glimpses into their family ties serve as powerful reminders of what they've left behind, emphasizing the profound emotional connections that endure even within the confines of Cell Block D. Chapter 10: Visions of Change. As the inmates of Cell Block D gather in the dim light of their common area, the atmosphere shifts from somber reflection to hopeful contemplation. The air is thick with unspoken dreams, and one by one, they share their visions of renewal and transformation. "I want to start a community garden," Alex shares, his voice imbued with a fervent determination, "to grow something from nothing." Naomi adds, "If I could just have a studio to paint freely, I'd show the world the beauty that exists even in darkness." Their dreams resonate, creating an uplifting energy, interspersed with soft chords of a piano playing in the background. Marcus, with a reflective sigh, speaks of rebuilding relationships with family. "It's never too late to make things right." The soundscape embraces their hopes with echoes of laughter and distant birdsong, symbolizing the possibility of change beyond the prison walls, where their aspirations begin to flourish. Chapter 11. The Outside World. As the hours stretch into days, the inmates find solace in their memories, yearning for the outside world. Through diary entries, each prisoner paints a vivid picture of life beyond the prison walls. Fleeting moments of normalcy now seem like distant dreams. Alex reminisces about the smell of fresh air and the laughter of children playing in the park, his heart aching for a simple day outside. Naomi's voice trembles as she describes her childhood home, where sunlight streamed through the windows, igniting her passion for painting. Ambient sounds of distant traffic and birds chirping evoke a bittersweet longing. Gentle melodies underscore their stories, enhancing the emotional weight as they share hopes of reconnecting with loved ones. Behind the steel bars, the desire for freedom grows stronger, a powerful reminder that, despite their current confinement, the world outside continues to thrive, brimming with possibilities yet to be embraced. Chapter 12. The Final Days. As the anticipated release dates draw near for the inmates of Cell Block D, a mix of excitement and apprehension fills the air. Through Marcus's diary entries, listeners hear the conflicting emotions of hope and fear. The joy of freedom mingled with anxiety about reintegration into a world that feels both familiar and foreign. Ambient sounds of footsteps, echoing down the halls, intertwine with soft conversations about plans for the outside, revealing a poignant sense of unpredictability. Alex, reflecting on his impending release, captures the bittersweet nature of leaving behind the only home he's known for years. He shares his fears of facing judgment and his determination to make amends. The chapter crescendos with whispers of camaraderie as inmates gather to support one another, their bonds solidified in shared experiences. The haunting reality of uncertainty looms, yet the flicker of hope for new beginnings shines brightly amid the steel confines of the prison. Chapter 13. Reflections on Humanity. As the quiet hum of Cell Block D envelops the inmates, each voice rises with the weight of shared experiences. Diary entries paint a poignant picture of what it means to be human amidst the harsh realities of prison life. Marcus reflects on the small acts of kindness that persist, revealing how a simple smile or shared meal can ignite hope and camaraderie. Alex muses on the dreams that flicker like distant stars, reminding him of his identity beyond the bars. The echoes of laughter and heartfelt conversations intertwine with the ambient sounds of the prison, metal clanging, footsteps padding softly on concrete, and the distant thrum of life outside. Every story is a testament to resilience, echoing the fundamental truth that while their freedom may be restricted, their humanity remains unbroken. In these honest reflections, they find comfort and solidarity, illuminating the powerful bond forged through adversity.